Viewers, last night I shared a video with you showing Amhara militias retreating from Alamata town. Almost entire southern front is now under the control of Tigray Defense Forces. Raya zone has been taken by Tigray Defense Forces. Now the question which is under discussion is, why is that Amhara forces they withdrew from Alamata? They did not put up stiff resistance in Alamata. We saw heavy fighting in and near Koram. Why not in Alamata? Why is that Amhara forces, Ethiopian National Defense Forces, they just withdrew from Alamata? An important question, viewers. And in fact, Ethiopian federal government is under fire. Critics are saying that why is that Ethiopian federal government did not send heavy reinforcements to support Amhara regional forces in Alamata. If heavy reinforcements were there, why didn't these forces put up any fight against Tigray Defense Forces? Why did they just withdraw from Alamata? I'll have a look at this question, viewers. Then we'll talk about next targets of Tigray Defense Forces. In order to answer this question, that why Amhara forces withdrew from Alamata, let me take you back to November 2020. When Ethiopian National Defense Forces and Amhara Regional Forces launched offensive on Tigray in November, Alamata was taken by Ethiopian National Defense Forces in the mid of November 2020. Mekelle came under the control of ENDF on the 27th or 28th of November. Ethiopian National Defense Forces, after capturing Alamata, tried to advance in northern direction towards Kobo, Machio and Mekelle. Their ultimate target was Mekelle. But Ethiopian National Defense Forces back then could not advance towards Mekelle from Alamata side. Mekelle was captured when Ethiopian National Defense Forces and Eritrean forces moved along B30 highway from Shire, Aksom, Adwa, Adegrat, Hagar Salam to Mekelle. So Mekelle was captured through the offensive launched along B30 highway. It was not captured through offensive launched from Alamata side. And the reason behind that is areas to the north of Alamata are very mountainous. It's difficult to advance from Alamata in northern direction. Koram is a key place, viewers. If you are in control of Koram, Koram is just 20 kilometers away from Alamata. If you are in control of Koram, you can easily capture Alamata. Why? Because you can fix artillery pieces and in Koram, and you can launch artillery strikes on Alamata. And forces in Alamata are very vulnerable if they don't have control of Koram. That is why when Tigray Defense Forces entered Koram yesterday, it was very easy for them to advance towards Alamata. It was very difficult for Amhara Regional Forces, for Ethiopian National Defense Forces to hold on to Alamata after losing Koram. So they had to withdraw. Had they tried to hold on to Alamata, they would have suffered more damage. So militarily, they were not in a position to remain in Alamata. And after taking control of Koram, Tigray Defense Forces had started artillery strikes on Alamata. So Amhara Regional Forces, Ethiopian National Defense Forces, they had to withdraw from Koram. They were not left with any option but to withdraw. they could have launched an offensive towards Coram from Alamata. But as I said earlier, to advance from Alamata towards Coram is very difficult because the area is extremely mountainous. That is why Ethiopian National Defense Forces, Amhara regional forces, they had to withdraw from Alamata. It's not that Abiy Ahmed government has let down Amhara regional forces. Militarily, they were not in a position to defend Alamata, I think. Now, next target of Tigray Defense Forces. Will they advance into Amhara region? Will they go for Western Tigray? Will they go for another important point which no one is discussing? I think Western Tigray would be the prime focus of Tigray Defense Forces in coming days. They want a corridor with Sudan. So definitely we'll see them launching intensified military operations on Western front. But landmines have been planted there. If Tigray Defense Forces could not capture Western Tigray, what would be their next line of action? Because they are badly in need of a humanitarian corridor. Amhara region has blocked all roads leading to Tigray. Sudan Ethiopia border is also being controlled by regional forces of Amhara and Eritrean forces. So TDF, TPLF are in need of humanitarian corridor. What will they do? Well, the thing I'm going to say might sound a little far-fetched, but I think if Tigray Defense Forces are unable to take Western Tigray, they'll definitely go for the road which links Djibouti with Afar region. We have seen humanitarian aid arriving in Mekelle from Samira zone of Afar viewers. And Djibouti is linked with Ethiopia viewers. Djibouti shares border with Ethiopia, and more than 80% of Ethiopian trade is being carried out through Djibouti's ports. Ethiopia is landlocked viewers, so Ethiopia relies on Djibouti's ports. And Djibouti is linked with Ethiopia through roads. One road is the one which links Djibouti with Afar as well. I think that Tigray Defense Forces could advance towards this road. They'll have to enter Afar region in order to take control of this road. If TDF succeed in taking control of this road, TDF can block supplies arriving to Amhara from Djibouti, and they can ensure as well that supplies from Djibouti arrive in Mekelle unhindered as well. So in my view, if TDF's offensive on Western Tigray is prolonged and they are unable to take control of Amhara, they will definitely go for this road which links Djibouti with Afar region. Then from Afar, the road is linked with Mekelle. Let's see what happens, but in the coming days, definitely first and foremost priority of Tigray Defense Forces would be to take control of Western Tigray. Thank you for watching.